6-foot senior number 2, Quinn Grable.
And we welcome you in to Champion High School. What a good one we got tonight. A game worthy of the man, the legend, Coach Stan Leach alongside, providing color commentary. I'm Hector Ledesma. We welcome you inside the Champion Gym for a great matchup. The Chargers hosting Wagner in a District 26 5A matchup. And Coach, always good when these two get together. It's especially interesting tonight because district-wise, Champion comes in 5-0 in league play. Wagner not far behind at 3-2.
Yes, this is going to be what we think it is. Champion's gone 5-0, but they haven't played the big ones yet, and this is one of the big ones.
As we were coming on the air, both starting lineups introduced, and now we get set for the tip. For Wagner, number 0 doing the honors there at midcourt, Trayvon Clark. He goes 6'8". He's just a sophomore. And for the Chargers here on the Chargers Network, number 12, Brig Jones. We are set, and here we go. Tip-off, moments away, and we're underway. Champion wins the tip, and here come the Chargers. First possession of the ball game. It's Mason Wyatt, point guard number 4. Briggs Jones, who just won the tip at the top of the key. That's Charlie Georgelos. They're on the corner. Briggs from way outside, missed by Jones. Here comes Wagner.
Well, and that's what the Chargers do. They like to spread it out. That was probably a little bit further than you'd want your first shot to be, but they do have that 25 feet in range.
Number 11 for Wagner is Damian Ramirez. Holds it on the wing. Corner, it's Trayvon Clark. He tipped moments ago. He's number 0. Number 4 is Mason McGowan for Wagner. Jump shot just outside the lane by Ramirez, no, but Wagner, the offensive board. They swing it over. Shot missed by Trayvon Clark. Another opportunity, another shot, no good from the corner. Here comes Champion.
Well, you saw Champion in their 2-3. They extended out well. But that was too many shots. That was 3 shots, and so they're not going to need to be able to do that very many more times.
Quinn Grable wears number 2. He had the ball moments ago. It's Briggs Jones. Here's Georgelos. Charlie's number 14. Back to Briggs Jones, corner. Look to reset there, Coach, with Quinn Grable at the top.
Yes, they're going to just run that motion, try to spread out, and try to drive and kick and find people with their feet set.
Georgelos sees no one come open, says, let me take this one myself. It's blocked partially, and Wagner's on the run. In transition, that went too hard off the glass for Mason McGowan. Briggs Jones the other way, crosses midcourt. There's Mason Wyatt, holds, and now starts his dribble.
This length is going to cause the Chargers trouble because they recover real well and they close out well.
We'll go through that length in just a minute. Coach mentioning it, the height for these Thunderbirds. It's a tall group. First points of the game come courtesy of Mason Wyatt. 3 ball, and just like that, Champion with 5:42 and counting in this first quarter take the first lead of the ball game.
And that's an example of that range. It's about 25 feet. They look, once they have those feet set, they'll take it.
Thunderbirds working it around. There's an open shot for Marcus Johnson. He drains it. We're knotted at 3.
Well, they didn't rotate over enough on that particular time. They had on the other possessions, but that will be important to make sure they rotate.
There's Georgelos. Grable. See Quinn looking to reset. White in the corner. Nice pass, nice idea at least. Wagner with the turnover. Here they come. They've got numbers. 3-point line. 3 ball by Joshua Rice is good.
And that quickness on those bounce passes has already been a problem for the Chargers. They're going to have to accommodate for this quickness that they haven't seen much like this.
Here's Wyatt at the top of the key. Georgelos. Pass to the corner, they swing. Good look for Wyatt. Drains the 3.
And that's exactly what the Chargers want. They want to go in to go out, get near to get clear, and that was wide open.
We've had 4 buckets in this ball game. All 4 of them have been 3-pointers. Knotted at 6, nearing 4 minutes to go in this opening quarter. Champion going to that zone. There's a look in the corner. No good for Giovanni Whitaker.
And that's all you'll see tonight. They live and die by the 2-3 zone. The reason is because they just don't want to get in a matchup, because they would not win that matchup battle against Wagner.
Mason McGowan, 6'4", number 4, inbounding it. He inbounds to number 23, Giovanni Whitaker. The short guy of this group here for Wagner, he's 5'9". Because in the corner right there is number 4, Mason McGowan. He's 6'4". Number 20, jumper in the lane, no. Marcus Johnson goes 6'2". Here come the Chargers. Grable behind his back, then back into the lane, stops, lets it go. A little too hard off the glass. Georgia Los rebounds. Fouled as he went up, Coach.
Well, so far, that's about right. I mean, there was some type of deflection there. They can't get in a hurry. You know, a lot of times I thought on that possession they were a little rushing it a little bit, but they did get fortunate and got where Charlie got the rebound.
Charlie, young man who comes in averaging just around 11.5 points per game. His first point tonight gives Champion an early lead.
Well, he is the all-time leader in the 16 years of Champion. He is the all-time leading assist man and giver-outer, and he broke that record on Friday night.
Charlie coming off that wonderful game, getting both free throws, give his Chargers a 2-point lead early on. Three-corner there for McGowan. Mason not able to connect. Here's the aforementioned Georgelos. Muscles that one up, doesn't get it, fighting for the rebounds.
Wow.
Jump ball. Possession, Wagner.
And the Chargers are doing what they want one for, to create shots for everybody else. That's exactly what they want. They want them going in, and right now they're doing what they want to do on defense. They want Wagner to live and die by the three.
See Thunderbirds moving it around the perimeter. Damian Ramirez over to Trayvon Clark. Back to Ramirez. Little one-hander's good. Knotted at 8.
You know, a lot of the how many people play in this game, because the rotation is going to start getting tight, and a lot of that is going to be who can handle a 32-minute game.
It's Grable in the lane, left his feet. Baden Burdick into the ball game. Spins. Shot off. Thunderbirds throw it away in transition. Marcus Johnson was looking for Trayvon Clark. The pass a little too long, though.
Well, Burdick got what he needed, and you know we're still on the original 10 out here. He just kind of rushed it and didn't finish.
This is Mason Wyatt. Now left wing, looks down low for Georgelos. Saved by Damian Ramirez, but that ball going back to the Chargers.
I do think Coach Adamek and, of course, Rodney also will probably start substituting a little bit these last 2 minutes, because this is going to be a fast pace and it's going to be hard for anybody to play all 32.
Now Coach Leach mentioning Coach Adamek, Coach Chris Adamek, of course, here at Champion. Rodney Clark, head man for the Thunderbirds. Baden Burdick. Wyatt again, 3. That's a little too hard. Briggs Jones rebounds. Mason going to get another look. He thought about it. Jones in the corner. Now works his way into the lane. One-handed shot, good. First 2 for Briggs Jones.
Well, and they're spreading it out. They're 5 out, 0 in, and so far they're able to get the shots they need.
That 3 goes in the corner.
Good ball movement there. I mean, that's what that happened. They were very patient and had good ball movement.
Giovanni Whitaker's first 3 points of the game gives Wagner a 1-point lead with about a minute to go here in the opening period. 4 different Thunderbirds have accounted for their 11 points. That includes 3 3-pointers. Burdick, back of the rim. Here comes Trayvon Clark. Ramirez. There's Marcus Johnson. Now it's Ramirez again. Johnson again. Looking down low, pass tipped, but they get a 3-point corner look. Rims out by Marcus. There's Georgelos. Grable, contact. Stopped his dribble with the free throw line extended. And now Briggs Jones, as the Chargers look to hold for one shot.
This will be one shot, and they'll get Charlie going downhill, and hopefully he'll just get a 2, but then he's known to kick it out to the corner.
Under 10 seconds, 6 and counting now for the Chargers. Wyatt goes, Briggs Jones in the corner. Trouble getting it off and bailed out. A foul called with .2 on the clock.
Well, he did a good job of getting that, and the film will show it. I mean, he drew it, got him up in the air, and went under him, and that's what you teach.
Now Briggs Jones at the line. Chance to tie the ball game with this free throw. He's got 2 of them. Briggs a 6'4" senior. Senior. Misses the first one.
Well, he had a good opportunity there, and he's got to get these next 2.
That's right, Coach. He's got 3.
That's
Bottom
it.
of the 3-pointer. So another free throw coming.
Going to give this group a little bit, about an extra 20-second breather, which is very important.
Cole Reha, Trey Hudspeth, Joshua Marquez into the ball game, as is Christian Herrera. We're at the end of one. 12-11 Champion on top of Wagner. We'll be right back with second quarter action from Champion High School. Big 26-5A boys matchup on the Charger Sports Network.
These are the faces of determination,
Faces are on.
of amazement,
Before your eyes, see the reason I'm immortalized.
of perspective.
Are you not entertained?
Become the face of the game.
You just sit back and enjoy.
Watch TNT on GVTC Cable Channel 105. Or switch to the new GVTC TV and watch on Channel 48.
Back at Champion High School, little Tuesday basketball action postponed to Wednesday. Weather and the havoc it created throughout the area, causing a bunch of high school basketball games to take place tonight. And so here we are, the beautiful Champion Gym in a fantastic matchup. First quarter indicating as much. Champion leads Wagner 12-11. Briggs Jones going baseline, kicks back out. Christian Herrera, he's number 10. Now it's Joshua Marquez, Coach.
Well, I like what Coach has done here. He's got a whole new 5. He's going to, because this is a marathon. This is not something you're going to be able to play somebody 32 minutes, not at this pace.
Joshua Marquez tipping that one out of bounds, preventing what might have been an easy 2 for the Thunderbirds in transition, and so Wagner taking it out. We're just underway in quarter number 2. Again, Champion on top by a point. 12-11. Substitutions in for the Thunderbirds as well. Number 34 is Lance Johnson, 6'4" sophomore. There's Damian Ramirez. He's number 11. That pass stuffed by Cole Reha. Loose ball. Officials say that's Champion ball. It looked like it did hit Trayvon Clark, before the ball went out of bounds.
Yeah.
Trayvon was out of bounds, but it hit him before it bounced out.
It did, and so that made it easy for the referee because he's out of bounds when he touched it.
So here's Marquez, Joshua, over to Trey Hudspeth. Cole Briggs, the lone starter, still in the game for Champion right now.
You know, this group needs to be patient, not, go downhill, but there you go. Good looks.
With Jones going baseline, I think Briggs stepped out of bounds in doing so. Charlie Georgelos checking back in for Champion. Trey Hudspeth takes a seat.
You see where they've got their 2-3. They're pushing it out, wanting Wagner to think they can go over the top and then hopefully get a steal, but then they're extended on these shooters.
Top of the key, Tyler Jackson also into the game for Wagner. He's number 1. Has the ball now.
This group for Champion, their job is just to cause problem, move, and give those starters a rest.
Following the miss by Jackson, Travion Clark fighting underneath for the ball. And he's going to the line, earning 2 free throws, vying for that offensive board.
Well, they did a good job there. They're, like I said, they're extending. They're making sure that they close out on shooters. Missed an opportunity, but, Zero, he used his height and did a good job drawing the foul.
And with that free throw, Clark becoming the 5th Wagner Thunderbird to score for them in the early going. And all 5 of them have accounted for exactly at least 2 points. Clark with 2 now of his own. Whitaker's got 3, Ramirez has 2, Rice has 3, Johnson has 3. So balance right away, Coach, for these Wagner Thunderbirds.
And that's a good word, balance, because they are very balanced. They just don't rely on 1 or 2 guys. Each one of them can cause you problems.
Inside Koreha, nice give. Little too strong. Here comes Wagner.
Well, they couldn't ask for a better look. He just was going too fast.
Marcus Johnson and Tyler Jackson playing a little 2-man action out by the perimeter. And now it's Jackson for 3, too strong. Rebound, up and in.
Well, there's not going to be a whole lot of possession, so you don't want anybody to get too big a lead. But, of course, 1 basket's not a deal. But it's going to be real important to stay a couple of possessions in touch on both sides.
My view a little obstructed, but I believe it was Travion Clark, number 4, who got that putback.
It was.
Okay, so that's 4 for him. He's got the last 4 for Wagner, and the T-Birds up by 3. Traveling called on Briggs Jones.
Well, it's time to get the starters in. Those guys did a great job. They gave them 3 minutes, and so it's time to get the group in. Hopefully they're rested and they can finish out this second quarter.
And as Coach mentioned, back on the court, Mason White and Quinn Grayboy are at the top of this 2-3 zone. Baden Burdick, number 11, also back in. Briggs Jones and Charlie Georgelos were already in the ball game. Corner 3, short. There's Burdick. He's going to bring it up. Baseline, Georgelos.
I need to really brag on Burdick. He got the rebound. He went in, and he did what he's supposed to do. He kicked it out. If I was playing the Chargers, I'd let him shoot those layups. I'd just make sure I denied those threes.
For Georgelos, his first field goal, 5 early points. His first 2 came on free throws. Tied at 15. 4 minutes plus remaining in the first half. Another offensive rebound for Wagner.
Defensively, they're doing a good job of matching up on shooters, and that's going to be a key. Not doubling up on the ball at any time so that when the ball rotates, you can close out.
On the wing there, that's Tyler Jackson, number 1, inside. Lance Johnson's 34. Into the lane, Damian Ramirez, back to Jackson, they swing. 23 is Giovanni Whitaker. Back other wing, it's Damien Ramirez. There's Clark inside. Travion goes baseline. Inside feed off the glass, no, for Damien Ramirez. And Burdick with another rebound.
Great
and again,
job
he'll bring it up, Coach.
defensively for the Chargers, and there they found Charlie again.
Georgios,
That's big.
money from that corner again. 2 straight possessions, 2 straight threes, both from that corner. He's got 8, and Champion's got an 18-15 lead.
And both from Burdick. Burdick is a long line comes from a long line of Burdicks. His dad played for me at Bernie in 98, and both his uncles played for me here. Zach was at the state tournament with us in 08, and and his brother 2 years ago played at the state tournament. So we like watching Burdicks.
And his Champion takes over following the turnover. He's not very big, Coach. He's only 6'1", yet they have him in the middle of that 2-3 zone.
Yes, it's just he's smart, he's strong. There you go.
And one. Quinn Grable. Chance to complete the 3-point play.
I want to give a lot of credit to that group that came in for 3 minutes and kept the pace, kept smart, and made it where these guys could get a little rest and so they could come out and be able to knock down those shots.
So following his first bucket, Grable knocks down his first free throw. And Champions opened up a 6-point lead. 2.5 to go here before the intermission. 21-15, the Chargers on a run.
Now Wagner is going to have to start getting that ball in the middle so that the zone pinches. They've got to do something so that they're not just matching up to the 2-3 look.
Damon Ramirez dribbling around. It's Tyler Jackson. Now it's Marcus Johnson. Johnson's number 20. Has the ball now. Middle of the lane. Free throw line jumper. Good for Marcus McGowan back into the ball game.
And that's where the Achilles heel is. It's right there in the middle, and Wagner has not been constantly looking at that, but I'm sure at halftime there's no way Rodney won't stress that.
And the balance continuing for Wagner as Georgios goes back door, fouled as he passed it out to Wyatt. Mentioning the balance continuing for Wagner, Coach, just because they've now had 6 different players account for their 17 points.
Yeah, they have, and it's fairly balanced there for the Chargers too.
Absolutely. Mason Wyatt, who has the ball cross court, has 6. Georgios has 8. Jones has 4. Grable has 3 to round out your Chargers scoring attacks thus far.
The finish is going to be important. They want the ball in 14's hand so that he can go downhill and create shots because he finds people. Well, I think Coach Clark got that call. I think we're gonna give that for Coach Clark, and that's his job. I mean, he's been riding him, and he had him over in the corner, and he wore him out. And you see now Coach Adamak is going to wear him out, and so that's what happens. But Coach Clark's doing his job.
In the lane, Damien Ramirez.
That's a charge.
Yep,
yeah.
Coming back the other way. Wipe off the bucket.
And that's Burdick's job. He is, I believe, right now he's already broke the all-time charge record. Boy, and he paid for that one. You could tell he took a pretty good hit on the chin.
You know, in watching Baden coach these last couple of games, there's a reason the term he does all the things that don't show up in the box score. There's a reason that phrase exists.
That's right.
That's been Baden Burdick tonight.
The only time that stat.
That's going to show up in the box score.
Yep, that back door.
Burdick, layup underneath his first 2 of the ball game.
And that's our term, get near to get clear. You get near to your defender, and then you'll get clear.
He's done just about everything else. Grabbed some rebounds, pushed the pace. Nice assist, especially to Charlie Georgios in the corner, and now 2, and he just drew the charge moments ago.
Well, this is Coach Adams he's comfortable with this starting five. He's got this group. He's got everybody has a role there on the bench too. The last 40 seconds, there's no need to rest anybody. Just make sure you have the right group in there to probably go for one shot. Since we don't have a shot clock, of course he's going to tell him if you beat your man, go back door. Let's do it. But if not, let's get out of here with a 4-point lead.
Marcus Johnson scored the first 3 points of the ball game for the Thunderbirds. Those his first 2 since. He's got 5.
And Coach brought in another ball handler. So basically he's got 5 ball handlers, and he spreads them out so he can get near to get clear.
Joshua Marquez, the mentioned ball handler. Here's another one, Georgelos. Back to Joshua. 10 seconds to go in this first half.
Okay, they got what they wanted. They're going to go downhill and try to draw. That's what they wanted.
Georgelos weaving his way into the lane, and Baker just before the buzzer. Oh, that was just short on the other end. It would not have counted.
It wouldn't have, but it was close.
It was close. But at the intermission, Champion using a big second quarter, outscoring the Wagner Thunderbirds 13-8 to take a 25-19 lead into the intermission. When we come back, third quarter action of a District 26 5A clash. It's a big one because Wagner comes in 3-2 in league play. The Chargers 5-0. Third quarter, second half action on the way next right here on the Chargers Sports Network.
GVTC provides cutting-edge technology for your home and business. From smart security and high-speed internet to TV and phone, GVTC has everything you need to stay connected. We're committed to building a stronger, better, connected future. Our GVTC Foundation's charitable support and industry-leading products help you stay connected to what matters most. GVTC, connecting you.
Every roof has a story, and you notice yours has more than one to tell. That spring storm brought more than just rain. The telltale thump of hail hitting every second as the wind tears the shingles off one by one. Now it's time to do something about it, but you need someone you can trust. That's why homeowners turn to Stevens Roofing and Remodeling, a family-owned company with over 30 years of experience in all types of roof systems. Providing free inspections, Stevens will help you every step of the way. Join our family today. Stevens Roofing and Remodeling, trusted by generations.
Oh man, here's a broken play. I don't think any of these guys are north to south runners. I mean, look at this one here. Just bounced outside with no blockers ahead of him. But you know, you can always call a Hail Mary, and the guy that you want as your QB is Dr. Ferris. I mean, you give Dr. Ferris the ball, and boom, good things happen. Yep, that's Ferris Orthodontics again with that really nice new smile.
Hey, Chloe.
Yes, Coach Patton?
Come in for a minute.
Of course.
So I want to talk to you about social media.
Oh.
So it's, this GVTC AR experience. It's like really cool. I mean, like drip.
Wow, okay.
GVTC is connecting you to Warrior volleyball player Chloe Monson in a reality-bending way. Scan the code for exclusive access and let the power of GVTC level up your reality in a whole new way.
Get a shake. with your points and some fries on the side with your points.
You get more with every order.
Get a Whataburger or a patty melt or some breakfast with the point.
You get more with every order.
Get a biscuit or a brownie, but no matter what you pick, you get more.
Like your favorite Whataburger or whatever, cause it all gives you more with Whataburger rewards.
GBTC provides cutting-edge technology for your home and business. From smart security and high-speed internet to TV and phone, GBTC has everything you need to stay connected. We're committed to building a stronger, better, connected future. Our GBTC Foundation's charitable support and industry-leading products help you stay connected to what matters most. GBTC, connecting you.
Every roof has a story, and you notice yours has more than one to tell. That spring storm brought more than just rain. The telltale thump of hail hitting every second as the wind tears the shingles off one by one. Now it's time to do something about it, but you need someone you can trust. That's why homeowners turn to Stevens Roofing and Remodeling, a family-owned company with over 30 years of experience in all types of roof systems. Providing free inspections, Stevens will help you every step of the way. Join our family today. Stevens Roofing and Remodeling, trusted by generations.
Oh man, here's a broken play. I don't think any of these guys are north to south runners. I mean, look at this one here. Just bounced outside with no blockers ahead of him. But you know, you can always call a Hail Mary, and the guy that you want as your QB is Dr. Ferris. I mean, you give Dr. Ferris the ball, and boom, good things happen. Yep, that's Ferris Orthodontics again with that really nice new smile.
Hey, Chloe.
Yes, Coach Patton?
Come in for a minute.
Of course.
So I want to talk to you about social media.
Oh.
So it's this GBTC AR experience. It's like really cool. I mean, like drip.
Wow, okay.
GVTC is connecting you to Warrior volleyball player Chloe Monson in a reality-bending way. Scan the code for exclusive access and let the power of GVTC level up your reality in a whole new way.
Get a shake with your points and some fries on the side with your points.
You get more with every order.
Get a Whataburger or a patty melt or some breakfast with the point.
You get more with every order.
Get a biscuit or a brownie, but no matter what you pick, you get more.
Like your favorite Whataburger or whatever, cause it all gives you more with Whataburger rewards.
GBTC provides cutting-edge technology for your home and business. From smart security and high-speed internet to TV and phone, GBTC has everything you need to stay connected. We're committed to building a stronger, better, connected future. Our GBTC Foundation's charitable support and industry-leading products help you stay connected to what matters most. GBTC, connecting you.
Every roof has a story, and you notice yours has more than one to tell. That spring storm brought more than just rain. The telltale thump of hail hitting every second as the wind tears the shingles off one by one. Now it's time to do something about it, but you need someone you can trust. That's why homeowners turn to Stevens Roofing and Remodeling, a family-owned company with over 30 years of experience in all types of roof systems. Providing free inspections, Stevens will help you every step of the way. Join our family today. Stevens Roofing and Remodeling, trusted by generations.
Oh man, here's a broken play. I don't think any of these guys are north to south runners. I mean, look at this one here. Just bounced outside with no blockers ahead of him. But you know, you can always call a Hail Mary, and the guy that you want as your QB is Dr. Ferris. I mean, you give Dr. Ferris the ball, and boom, good things happen.
Back here at Champion High School, second half about to get underway. It's been a fun first half. Coach Stan Leach, the legend, alongside. Good first 16 minutes, Coach, and one of the good players here for Wagner is number 3, Joshua Rice. Has 3 points on the evening. Has 3 of their 19 as they trail 25-19. For the season, Joshua averaging just about 9 points per game. It's officially 9.1. Also, a couple of rebounds per game, almost a steal per game. And you see Joshua there, 42 assists on the season, shooting 42% for three-point range, and one of several standout players for this Wagner ball club, looking to make up a 6-point deficit. Fun first 16 minutes of action.
It has been. It's what we had asked for and what we expected. I'm glad you started out with that because he will take more shots on goal this half. And I'm sure Coach Terry got in there and said, hey, guys, we got to go with who brung us. And we need to get the guys that are used to scoring, give them looks. Okay, we have a change in defense. We've got a 1-2-2 look. We took because the Chargers need to be out more on the perimeter, they think. And they're just giving them a different look. They'll go back to that 2-3, but they went to a 1-2-2.
Well, outside it's Mason McGowan, three-pointer. First shot of the second half, no. McGowan wears number 4 for Wagner, obviously in black.
They let him shoot that. They saw him, and no one went with him. So they definitely have guys that they're going to guard and guys they're not.
Mason Wyatt, dribble top of the key. There's Quinn Grable, corner. Now it's Briggs Jones, just outside the block. Charlie Georgelos, top of the key. Chargers will reset.
They need to keep running their motion. They don't need to just spread and go. They've got to get some movement, get people isolated.
Briggs Jones able to retain possession for the Chargers. It's Wyatt. Now Georgelos by us.
If you're champion, you're not in a hurry, but you also at the same time, you don't just want to dribble around and not attack the basket.
Quinn Grable, 5'11 senior. Up to Baden Burdick, 6'1 junior. Baden all the way to the basket. Hits the basket for the first 2 of the third quarter.
Well, they ran that well. They kept the motion and found someone. They isolated so much there was no help. Nobody rotated over. The change in defense formation has bothered Wagner a little bit early. What they did was they went in halftime to ready to attack an even top, and now they're attacking an odd top.
Into the lane, leaving it short is McGowan. Back comes Champion. Georgelos stripped away, but still Charger ball.
Yeah, it's that 1-2-2 makes it where there's somebody that can drop in the middle, because I'm sure Coach Adamak anticipated them attacking the middle of that zone, and so they've tried to give them another look, and so far the first 2 possessions it's worked.
Next time the action slows down a little, Coach, Georgelos 3, got it. I was going to say next time the action slows down a little bit, would love for you to take viewers through. Let's keep it right here during the timeout. Would love for you to take the viewers through that 1-2-2 zone and how it differs from a traditional 2-3 zone.
Right. Well, what it is 2-3 is an even look at the top, and then you go to a 1-2-2 so that you have someone stop in the middle so that you stop penetration. Also, after the first pass, that guy on the top, which is the tallest guy, goes and he fronts any cutter that's coming to the middle. And sure enough, that's what happened. They had cutters, and he fronted them. So it's just a different look. Probably after this timeout, Coach Adamek will change again. It's going to be real important to kind of keep different looks, but also have long possessions too. Because what's going to happen now, Coach Terry's talking about they're going to start doubling because they're going to go, hey, guys, we can't get in a position, especially with the new rules where you get to shoot 2 free throws. And so Coach Terry's smart. He's going to start speeding up the game now. He's not going to wait till the fourth quarter.
So Wagner set to inbound. Giovanni Whitaker, number 23, doing those honors. Damian Ramirez waiting the pass.
And there it is. And you see where he's matched up to the front because they anticipated that's what they would do.
Giovanni Whitaker. Inside, it's Travion Clark. Floater, no. Putback, no. Rebounds, no either. That was Marcus Johnson who had a third shot of it, a fourth shot at it, no, but a whistle. And free throws coming for Wagner.
Well, the Chargers are fortunate one of those didn't drop, but they kept at it, and you have to compliment Wagner, too. They did, too.
It's Marcus Johnson at the charity stripe. First one rims out. Champion, 11-point lead, led by a point after one. Lead grew to 6 by the intermission. Now at 11 with 5:18 remaining in quarter number 3. Johnson hitting the back end of 2 free throws.
Well, they're still in their straight up 20. You don't see any run and jump or any type of doubling right now, so nothing's changed defensively for Wagner. And that's too quick a shot. I know that he's a great shooter, but that's exactly what Wagner wants to happen. That's too quick of a shot.
Shot at Coach Chris Adamek. Has his Chargers at 22-3 on the season. Looking to remain undefeated in District 26 5A. Marcus Johnson in the lane. Back out. Three-pointer straight on. No. Tyler Jackson looking for 3 there. Here's Grable at the other end.
Beautiful. You talk about a bag of makeup. Good job.
Wagner trying to push. Grable knocks it away. Here comes Briggs Jones. Chargers looking for 2 more. Jones giving it to him. Briggs Jones with 6, and this lead all of a sudden up to 14.
Well, the timeout helped the Chargers. They were able to. They're going to stay in this 1-2-2. This look has caused Wagner lots of problems because they've matched up to the top.
Chargers again off the turnover. Jones, 2 more. This Bernie champion crowd on its feet into the ball game. Their team up by 16.
Now defensively, they can't get extended. They got to stay tight. They can't start doing something different.
McGowan, a nice move to get inside. Give 2 more to Mason. Much needed. Stops a champion run. 36-22 with Georgia Los now handing to Briggs Jones.
Well, they got to run motion. Don't stall, but make sure you're moving downhill.
Mason Wyatt goes inside of Briggs. Georgia Los going to let it fly.
Look. That's okay. That was a good. He had his feet set.
Rimmed out, almost went down. Corner, it's Johnson, Marcus. McGowan, little trick shot back to the basket. And here comes Briggs Jones. Georgelos thought about it. Mason Wyatt does shoot it. In and out.
Well, there's one thing. The Chargers aren't going to be accused of trying to get offensive rebounds. They shoot, and they just think he's going to make it, and they run back down. Yeah.
An and one opportunity for Trayvon Clark. Trayvon, a big kid, goes 6'8".
Okay, if you're a champion, okay, you know Wagner's going to make a run. It's not if, it's when and how much. So what you've got to do is you've got to make sure you've got your best guys rested. They probably will see some type of substitution here in a minute so that this starting five can go the last 8 minutes.
Trayvon just off on what would have been his 7th point. The lead 12 for champion.
Wagner's going to have to hit free throws because that's going to be a key.
Georgelos stops his dribble. Mason Wyatt comes to help him out. Burdick swings. Grable. And one opportunity for Quinn.
Well, he definitely got a Charger roll there, and he's gotten Charger rolls. 4 and 2 look like twins, don't they? I tell you, if I don't.
Got to put those glasses on to make sure who's who, huh?
I said I got to look at the numbers.
Well, they're both 5'11 seniors.
And they both can shoot, and they both can go to the basket. Need to hit those free throws, though.
38-24 as Clark goes in the lane. Offensive foul. Lower that shoulder, Coach.
Well, you know, what happened was you make it too easy on the referees when you drop that shoulder. If he would have just gone, well, then we may have a block. But when you dip that shoulder when they're set, you just make it too easy for the referees. And that's huge for the Chargers. And Burdick, I know that's his second. He averages more than 1 charge a game.
Grable inbounds to Mason Wyatt. A 14-point lead for the Chargers. Briggs-Jones corner, thought about the 3, showed.
It's a good,
now goes baseline.
Good brush.
There's Burdick.
He
good
knocked
look
it
for
down,
Mason
too.
Wyatt. Just out. Guess who's there for the offensive rebound? Baden Burdick brings this lead back to 16 for champion. Georgelos, steal. Chargers looking to run. 1.5 minutes remaining in quarter number 3. Georgelos all the way in. Turnover. Now the Thunderbirds looking to run on the other end. Layup good.
Okay, at this time, if you're the Chargers, say, guys, we've done a lot. We don't want all this good work to go waste. Let's spread it out. Let's probably even work for 1 shot. Maybe get a timeout, but let's try to go in the 4th quarter no worse than 12 up.
Giovanni Whitaker with his 4th and 5th points to make this a 14-point game seconds ago. Under a minute to go here in quarter number 3. Georgelos working on Damian Ramirez. Into the lane. It's Quinn Grable. There's Georgelos, watched closely by Damian.
That's exactly what they want. Oh, good job by Burdick grabbing that.
Baines at the top of the key. Hands to Mason Wyatt. Look to reset. 18 seconds and counting.
Basically, the Chargers have 5 guards out there. So they did exactly what they needed to do. They went for 1 shot with 1 minute.
4 seconds. Georgelos has to go. Charlie up with it. 3. Short. That's how the 3rd quarter ends. We go to the 4th. Plenty of champion highlights in that 3rd quarter. They're taking a 14-point lead into the final period. Coach Leach and I back with the 4th period after this on the Chargers Sports Network.
Oh, man, here's a broken play. I don't think any of these guys are north to south runners. I mean, look at this one here. Just bounced outside with no blockers ahead of him. But you know, you can always call a Hail Mary, and the guy that you want as your QB is Dr. Ferris. I mean, you give Dr. Ferris the ball, and boom, good things happen. Yep, that's Ferris Orthodontics again with that really nice new smile. Oh man, here's a broken play. I don't think any of these guys are north to south runners. I mean, look at this one here. Just
Quinn Grable on your screen as we start fourth quarter action. Quinn, big part of this Chargers attack tonight, as he is through most of their ball games, as he inbounds, and here's Brig Jones handing to Joshua Marquez, the backup point guard who wears number 1 for Champion. The Chargers on top by 14 in a District 26 5A clash against Wagner, team that's 3-2 in district play coming in. At Grable shot swatted away, and here comes Wagner on the other end. Near the rim, no. Low too short for Lance Johnson.
Well, they're very fortunate there, and it all started with Burdick getting position and stopping, and they weren't going to mow him down that time.
Marquez, top of the key, it's Quinn. Grable to the corner, Briggs Jones there. Splash. Briggs Jones now has 11.
Well,
team lead alongside Charlie Georgelos, Coach.
He's been there everywhere. Now, you've also noticed that the Chargers now have gone back to their base defense. They're at an even front. They're 2-3 now, and so they're going to go, hey, Wagner, now you need to attack something different, because now they are going to overload the baselines so that they can close out the baseline quicker.
Mason Wyatt wanted Quinn Grable backdoor. Great idea. Outstretched Wagner arm, tipping that one out of bounds.
Okay, so Coach is going to have to start rotating people to get some breathers, because they're going to have a good finish.
There's Georgelos.
Well,
right now, Joshua Marquez, Coach, the only sub in the game.
That is. That's it. But they got that extra ball handler. That's not accidental.
There's Baden. Burdick out to Georgelos. Charlie content to hold. Now makes his move. Underneath, that one blocked. So I think Marcus Johnson got a piece of it.
Well, the Chargers have exerted lots of energy, and so they're tired. And so they're going to have to not only play well, they're going to have to play smart. They've got to get to the finish line here with 6 minutes.
Trayvon Clark fouled as he went baseline.
Wagner. Wagner's going to start fouling more, because they're down, 8 possessions. So they're going to have to speed up, and eventually they got to get to that 5 pretty soon.
Wagner, part of the Judson ISD.
Yeah.
Along with Judson High and Veterans Memorial. Clark with 2. Trayvon's now got 8. That's a team high for Wagner. It's a 15-point Chargers lead. Mason Wyatt with the ball. Now it's Burdick. Bain looking to create some room. Now into the lane. Baden left-handed. Clark got a piece of that one. Definitely bothered it. Giovanni Walker over to Marcus Johnson. Back to Whitaker. Swings. Pass tip to Georgelos, but right back to Marcus McGowan, who reset. And the Thunderbirds looking to get another shot here. Under 5.5 we go in this ball game.
Great job defensively, though, by Chargers. They did recover. Okay, so now they're going to have to get back to the middle. I think we may have another change back to 1-2-2, because they were too easy to get into that middle. That's going to cause us problems.
McGowan with that last bucket. He's got 6. Full timeout. Let's take it with him. Short break. We'll be back with fourth quarter action, District 26 5A clash between Champion and Wagner.
GBTC provides cutting-edge technology for your home and business. From smart security and high-speed internet to TV and phone, GBTC has everything you need to stay connected. We're committed to building a stronger, better, connected future. Our GBTC Foundation's charitable support and industry-leading products help you stay connected to what matters most. GBTC, connecting you.
Back here at Champion High School, Quinn Grable and his Chargers up 43-30. It's been a balanced attack for the Chargers. Quinn, though, with 7 of their 43 points, and as always, as is usually the case for Mr. Grable, a good effort all the way around, Coach.
Oh, no doubt. They showed the graph is 33%. That's hard for me to believe. I thought he was probably about 50% from the 3, and,
yeah.
But for as many as he takes, that's like 50% from the 2.
Quinn still out there right now as Baden Burdick handles. Same lineup on the court, Coach.
Yeah, we're done. We got to finish out with this because you got to have ball handlers, you got to have guys that knock down free throws, and there's not going to be any reason to shoot. It's layups or set your feet threes.
I said same lineup. The lone exception being that Baden Burdick is back in for Joshua Marquez.
Right.
So the starting 5 out there for Champion.
Yeah. And that's true. If you're Wagner, it's not a call you want, but it did hit their feet.
That pass by Grable kicks, and so Champion possession. Georgelos underneath, ball knocked away. The official's going to get Grable for that loose ball foul.
And that's a good call. I mean, Grable needs to get down on defense because that's a call that the referees have to make. There's an arm, and you hit the arm.
43-30, 4.5 to go here in the ball game. Wagner and Champion, 2 of the top 3 teams in District 26 5A. Wagner, as mentioned, 3-2 in the league. Champion 5-0, behind only Vets Memorial, who's at 6-0 in league play to start. Marcus Johnson had a look for a second, pulled it down.
Close out.
There's Damian Ramirez, does take it, and Damian hits it.
And you know that's going to happen. You don't know how much. They've got to stop the bleeding.
Here's Burdick on the other end.
He missed a good opportunity to find. They got to get over it, but they did miss a good opportunity for him to get a 3.
Here's Grable on the other end. The lead down to 10. It was 16 moments ago. Champion looking to hang on. A big third quarter, putting him in a good spot here to close the ball game.
Now, if you're Coach Terry, do you want them to start calling fouls? Because if not, you don't have a chance to get back in this game because they're not going to turn it over a lot. And so you're going to start seeing a lot of fouls so that they can get to the 5 pretty quick.
Here's Baden Burdick. Head toward the lane. A couple of hesitation moves. Now it's Mason Wyatt, left wing. Skip pass.
That was a gamble. That kind of pass makes everybody nervous.
Grable, free throw line just above it. And that was Georgelos, top of the key. Charlie. And here's Burdick.
What's unique about Champion, they can do, used to have a 3-man weave. Well, they've got a 5-man weave.
Georgelos has an opening, takes it middle of the lane.
There's no reason to shoot. There's none. Layups only. Or that.
Grable's going to take it. Good look. Corner, no. Here comes Ramirez. Free throw line jumper. Good. Giovanni Whitaker knocking it down, and Giovanni's now got 7. And this once 16-point lead now cut in half, Coach.
Well, and that's what's going to happen. You have the lead, so you lessen your gambles. They have nothing to lose, so they're gambling each possession. Can't fault the Chargers. They continued to do what you need to do. They found somebody with their three. He just didn't knock it down. What they're going to talk about now is they'll be calling timeouts. Wagner's going to start fouling, though, or they're going to have to start doubling, and when they do, it's going to leave people open. And I think the Chargers need about one more three, maybe two, and that might be a day. They're going to have to knock down free throws, too. I think they'll change to a 1-2-2 defense so that they have more people out on the perimeter. So we'll look to see if they make that change.
Same 5 on the floor for both teams. We mentioned, Coach, number 3, Joshua Rice for Wagner at the break. He has not come into the second half. He has not played. And so
there's your little pressure.
Yeah,
there's
for
nothing,
Wagner, and
there's
a
nothing
timeout.
little about it. And so they can't get in that area. And so now they're going to talk about it and say, guys, you can't get in that hole there. If they continue to do that, Wagner will get back in this sooner than later.
And, Coach, the way to beat that pressure when it's coming at you full court, keep the ball in the middle?
No doubt. Well, they just made a mistake. They got there and they rotated. I promise you, Chris talked to them at that timeout and said, guys are going to press. They've got to, so don't get in that area. Hopefully they don't throw that ball in we call it dead man zone again, and keep that ball in the middle like you said.
And this is where Wagner can really lean on that length that we talked about. Number 34, Lance Johnson, he's 6'4". Number 20, Marcus Johnson, he's 6'2". Number 0, Trayvon Clark, he's 6'8". And so some long arms here for this Thunderbird lineup. There's Brig Jones, center of the court. Mason Wyatt.
You're going to start seeing a run and jump. They're going to run and jump. And there you go.
And here comes Trayvon Clark off the steal. Trayvon all the way. Corner 3. Just off by Dima Ramirez. Rebound up and good for Lance Johnson.
Burdick went for the ball. He didn't block out there, but he's done such a great job. But he just kind of got around him. No harm, but you're going to get a run and jump. And so basically that's a trap. They're going to double the ball, and you've got to find the open man. And we've got to find them and go to the basket.
And those Lance's first 2 points of the ball game, and they cut it to 6. Now with 2:19 remaining in the ball game. 43-37, Bernie with the lead and the ball. Georgelos.
Well, they've got the guy that they want to have the ball. That's who they want. Okay, where's the double? There it is. Now they're going to double again. It's a run and jump.
Mason Wyatt, they're going to call for steps, saying he moved that pivot foot.
Yeah, and they, and he did. The problem I have with that, I think they all move that pivot foot nowadays.
Right.
It's kind of like holding in football.
Yeah.
They're all holding, yeah. Okay, sure enough, they're at the 1-2-2.
Damien Ramirez, top of the key.
They're matching up. There they go.
Marcus Johnson. Baseline, it's Damien Ramirez. And Ramirez makes this a 4-point ball game.
Yeah, probably need to get back to the 2-3.
They're going to get Lance Johnson with the foul. They're out near midcourt.
Now, if you're Judson, they're complaining back here, but you want them to call fouls. I mean, the one thing you don't want to have happen is not call fouls.
Now, both teams with 2 team fouls, so both quite a ways away from the penalty still.
But if you're Judson, you want a foul. You've got to give yourself a chance at least if it goes down.
Briggs Jones hounded by Lance Johnson. And Coach Adamak takes a timeout.
Well, he's not going to have enough timeouts this last minute and a half.
Well, this game has completely changed, Coach. Moments ago, it was a 16-point game. Champion firmly in control after they'd gotten out and gotten some easy buckets in transition. Since then, Wagner getting things to go their way.
Well, and it's simply because they're doubling everything. They're at athleticism. If they could afford to do that, 32, this wouldn't be a game. But you can't play like that the whole time. And now they're gambling, they're reaching and doing those things. And I wish the referee wouldn't talk to the fans. I wish he would focus on the game.
So it's 43-39. Last minute and a half of a ball game in which Bernie Champion led by 1 at the 1, led by 6 at the break, led by 14 after 3. As mentioned, that lead as big as 16 at one point in this second half. And Wagner's come storming back. They've closed to within 4. And it's a ball game that right now, as you look at the District 26 5A standings, is a biggie, because if Champion wins, they go to 6-0. Wagner drops to 3-3. Wagner wins this ball game. There's only a 1-game difference in the standings between these two.
Well, and they're all playing just for one of those 4 spots after anything happened. But if you're champion, you've got to handle this pressure. That's all you're talking about, guys. Handle the pressure. Okay, they're doubling.
Jones. Joshua Marquez, he
they
came
got
into the ball
lucky
game
on that
minutes
one.
ago.
Just double. There's a guy that's open.
There's Briggs Jones.
No.
Marquez.
There
back
you
out.
go.
Grable fouled.
And that's what Coach Rodney Terry's doing exactly. This is going exactly how they want it to go. They've got to keep fouling, and then the Chargers just got to knock down those free throws.
That's team foul 3 on Wagner, so they've still got 2 more before Champion starts shooting free throws. There's Briggs Jones.
They're gonna double.
There's Georgelos.
They're real handsy. I can't believe they're letting them.
Damian Ramirez strip.
Nope, it
Fighters
was
for
a
the ball,
deflection.
Marquez.
It was not an over and back. Don't shoot.
There's Baden Burdick on the baseline. And they're going to get Travion Clark with the foul.
Okay, the key here is they're going to look to foul. They know who the foul shooters are and look for Wagner to foul the guy. So they're not going to foul that guy.
So the next foul puts Champion at the free throw line, and there it is.
And if you're the Chargers, that is the guy you hope they foul.
Giovanni Whitaker, called for the foul. And Quinn Grable, coach, going to the line.
And it's 2. And it's like the old days that you already had 10. So it's 2. You've got to at least get 1.
Quinn knocks down the first one. So, Coach, Wagner right there from a defensive standpoint, and this is for anyone watching at home who might think, why the fouls? Why are you trying to foul so much? Well, number 1, they're trying to stop the clock. But number 2, within trying to do that, they're trying to being aggressive, trying to get a steal. If they don't get the steal, now get the foul. As Grable knocks down the second one.
The only way they got a chance is us miss free throws. This is Champion's game if they can hit free throws.
Ramirez in the lane. Damian lets it go lefty. All the way around the rim and out, but Travion Clark there for the putback and a timeout taken by Rodney Terry.
Well, there's a lot of basketball left, my friend. There's a lot of possessions here in the 42. If you're Champion, you cannot make a big mistake. You can't give them an easy 2. You've got to get the ball in, and you got to make them foul you. And everybody's got to knock down 2 free throws.
So 45-41. Under a minute to go, Champions got the ball and the 4-point lead. Take us inside that huddle, Coach. What's Coach Adamek saying to the boys?
All he cares about right now is getting that ball in. I mean, they've got, our old plays where they're going to screen the screener, and then the guy screening is going to open up, get the ball. They hope to get it to Charlie. And then they're going to spread out. They know they're going to face a run and jump, and then they're going to go. They're just going to have to find it. Okay, here we go. There he goes. Okay, he's screening the screener. There he goes.
Inbounds to Georgelos. And he's fouled as he was bringing it up. They're going to get Lance Johnson for the foul.
And now that couldn't have worked out better for the Chargers. And really not bad for Wagner. It was quick. It was quick. So if he misses one of them, now if you're Wagner, go get a 2. Don't try to get a 3. Go ahead and get that 2. You're getting 2s too quickly. See, worked out fine for him. So he's got to hit this one.
So misses the first one. Hits the second.
And that worked out perfect for Wagner. Okay, let's see
So
what
it's a
we're doing.
5-point game here. 35 seconds to go. Ramirez aggressively toward the basket. No. Clark, number 0 for Wagner, hobbling a little bit.
Yeah, that's just a cramp.
Yeah, he's trying to work
All
that
that
cramp out.
is a cramp. He's fine. Probably, well, he's a good one. He's the key. They need to get him that ball. Oh!
Three-pointer from the corner, short. Marcus Johnson had a good look.
He had his feet set. Yeah, this has been very strenuous on both teams. Okay, they're going to run. They got to get it to 14. 14's going to come back and get it.
Grable goes to Burdick, and that's who Clark fouls.
Now, of course, the referees, if you're Wagner, you're saying thank you because that's quick. I mean, that's if you're behind, you want them to, if you look at them, you want them to call it. It's a good opportunity for Burdick to knock these both down.
So it's a 5-point game, now 6. This is Braden's first free throw. Bain hits this free throw. It makes it theoretically more than a 2-possession game. Outside of anything crazy happening with 4-point plays, the advantage 7 now.
They're in their 1-2-2 extended.
Three-pointer good. Swish for Mason McGowan. Mason's now got 9. More importantly, brings his team within 4, and the Thunderbirds not going away.
No. Well, they're too good to go away, and my hat's off to them. They did exactly what they needed to do. You know, most teams would go to a man. We're not going to. We're going to continue to be out on people because they have to shoot so quickly. So we can close out on people on our zone quicker with this. And we were there. He just hit a good shot. And this is fun.
It's been a great game.
I tell you,
it's been a fun game to go. It's been back and forth. They've had runs. Both teams have answered each run. And when you get down to it, it's just a 4-point game. Two of the better teams in District 26 5A, and there I say two of the better and more balanced teams in Greater San Antonio going toe-to-toe here tonight.
No doubt. You know, 5A and 6A just so they're the same. You know, they're very similar. You know, it's a big drop-off from 4A to 5A, but 5A and 6A, very similar basketball, and we're seeing that today. So what Chris said, he said just get the ball in. If you don't get the ball in, call timeout. I do believe they have another timeout. Okay, this play makes me nervous. So everybody runs, but I promise you they're looking for – I don't care where he's lined up. They're looking for 14.
Everyone on the baseline when that play started. Now everyone's out in the court. Briggs Jones.
Better find 14.
Briggs
just
to Charlie
find
Georgelos,
14.
and there's the foul.
I'm surprised. I thought he was open. I'm surprised they didn't give it to Charlie on the entry.
Well, when Charlie Georgelos came to the free throw line moments ago and hit 1 of 2, he essentially took the team lead with 12 in terms of scoring for the night. Briggs Jones has 11. And so Charlie with a chance to get points 13 and 14.
Wow.
Here, that first one back of the rim.
Okay, so he if he doesn't make this, there's problems.
It's a 4-point game with 12.4 remaining.
And that's fine. Okay, let's see. They're going to stop the ball.
Damian Ramirez in a hurry.
I think Champion would
10 seconds to go. Three-pointer. Giovanni Whitaker, no. Briggs Jones fighting for the rebound. Pass it to Quinn Grable.
And that's a ball game.
And Grable fouled with 3.8 to go. You see the Champion faithful up on their feet applauding a fantastic effort and a great ball game for both teams.
Yeah, and you said it. I mean, it's been a great ball game, both teams. Wagner, wow, they're going to be a tough out for somebody. You do not want to play this team in February because they're getting better. And then with Champion, deceivingly, they're pretty good. I mean, when you have 5 guards and they all play smart and they play well together, and if their feet are set, they all are a threat to knock down a 3. And their defense, I mean, people like to criticize the zone, but boy, it's hard to attack because nobody runs it.
Quinn hitting the free throw for point number 10. Talking about the balance, Coach. I realize my math is not adding up. I'm missing 2 points somewhere along the line. But as I read this off, folks are going to get the gist. Grable now has 11 points. He's got 11. Wyatt's got 6. Georgelos has 13. There's the buzzer. It's a Champion win, 51-44 over a very good Wagner team. And with that, the Chargers remain undefeated in District 26-5A. Now 6-0 in league play, 23-3 on the season. For Wagner, they dropped to 3-3 in District 26-5A, and now 15-9 for the season. And so, Coach, some final thoughts here on this ball game as Champion holds on for a 51-44 victory.
Well, that big lead was important, and we knew it was, and knew that it needed, because you knew Wagner was going to start doubling the ball, and they're able to score quicker than the Chargers were. But, I mean, they gave us what we asked for, but they won it on the line. When you start getting in that double bonus, you got to knock them down, and in the end, that's what the difference was.
Coach Chris Adamek and his Chargers, another victory, have yet to lose in 26-5A. So for one of the top 20 coaches
there you go,
UIL basketball history, Mr. Stan Leach, it's been an honor, Coach.
Well, thank you, Hector. You know, they going to have a big game in 2 days at Veterans Memorial.
And that's going to be a lot of fun, Coach. Go ahead.
That'll be 6-0 and 6-0, and so there's going to be a big one over in Judson ISD in about 48 hours.
Doesn't get a whole lot better than that. And after that being said, I'm going to talk to Wick Productions, Mr. Bo Wick, and see if maybe we can't find a way to broadcast that game.
Well, I tell you what,
over on that campus.
We're all just a text away, buddy.
So for the men, Coach Leach, Stan Leach, and for all the great folks who put on this broadcast as part of Wick Productions, including the man, Noah Kalk, leading and punching and making sure this broadcast goes on the air. I'm Hector Ledesma saying good night. Have a great rest of your week. Another big one for Champion in a couple days, as Coach Leach just mentioned, against Vets Memorial. Until then, good night. Have a safe rest of your evening. And so long. You've been watching the Chargers Sports Network.
Well done.